Hey, everybody, welcome back to the 2023 Annual Adult Film Festival. Here we like to represent Chubb Hub. ChubbHub.com, big sponsor of the Adult Film Festival here.
You are welcome, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I
Yeah,
got to say.
that's Chubb's Kettering over there.
Chubb Hub. Why haven't we thought about that already? That's a perfect name.
You go to ChubbHub.com, promo code Beers with Brian.
Dude, we'll
To
be
get your-
making money on both ends of that shit. What is wrong with me?
Yeah, and all it's going to say is you have one new subscriber on Chubb Hub.
Yeah, and it's this pervert from New Mexico. So yeah.
Yeah, man. What's up, dude?
Yeah. Hey, not much, man. Hey, thank you for having me again. I know it's been sporadic right here for the old podcast, having old Chubbs on there, but I get it. New father over there for my beautiful baby granddaughter. Cannot wait to go see her again, but we get it. That's the life we live right now. You're going to get this goodness every once in a while, and it's going to be better for everybody out there. That we're going to have all that goodness, and we're going to release it right here in fewer podcasts with old Chubbs here.
Chubbs is back in his Q&A.
Listen, I'm back in the hot box. If you remember that back, I think the original, 3, 4, 5, or 6 podcasts, except I was over there, but I've come to the corner of the hot box. They got the American flag in a circle back there. I mean, how much better can you get? This guy.
Well, just if you elect Chubbs Republican,
Thank you.
Congressional Senate coordinator.
This is where it all started.
Change is going to happen, folks. This is a person who changes for the better. Okay.
Right there is the flag. Why wouldn't I change? Of course I am. So if you vote for me, Chubbs Republican, I will guarantee that there will be a circular flag in everybody's yard by end date 2025. And if you don't believe me, just ask me. I say yes. Circular flags in everybody's yard by 2025.
What if it's just a big penis?
Yeah, that's what would happen. I'd put the circular flags in their yards, and then everybody would come around it and put a big old circular, a big old dong going right through my circular flag, and that wouldn't look good at all. It's like fucking.
Have you seen the video? All right, have you seen the video of the guy who throws plungers onto store names? So, like Target, he'll throw a plunger up to the target and try to make it stick.
I have not seen that.
Okay, this guy that does that, he's like set world records for highest plunger throw. But there's also this parody YouTube video goes around throwing dildos.
Big old dog.
Yeah.
I have seen that.
Yeah, oh, you seen that one?
That shit's fucking amazing because it's hilarious, man. I think they were on I don't know what floor of a hotel, all glass. Going all the way down the hotel, and all you see is in slow motion. That's what's so fucking funny. It's just going blah, 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 blah. And then it smacks right almost right camera pop blah, blah, and it's just a big old dong, and it's just cracks me the fuck up.
Amazing the shit people do, man. It's
odd.
Yeah, it's odd. Like, I'm never going to just buy a bunch of dildos to walk around town and throw them, but I couldn't imagine people saying clout that's reacting to that. Hey, you get your dick off glass, all right? This is Nate's Gun and Seafood Emporium.
Hold up, homie. Hold up. You're getting way too much of your southern accent.
I know. Oh, hey, don't mind to move your dick out the window.
There you go. Let's get a little better. Oh, why are you throwing the dong on my window?
Oh, sharing your dildo again, huh?
Hey, you're gonna need to come and remove that, eh?
Yeah. At least before we open.
Yeah, at least, yeah. Don't need a dong hanging off my building. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I think I've got a little bit of an accent now, but
Are you really seriously? I mean, listen, from somebody that's lived in this area. So I grew up Midwest, came down south 30, close to 35 years ago. Now, I've been down here that long. When I go back up to my homeboys, they look at me like I'm from another planet because I've taken on that southern accent, which I can't see here at all until I get around them. And they look at me like, holy fuck, man, you got an accent. I don't know what they're talking about, but if I stay around those guys for, I swear, it's less than a week. If I go around them for 3 days, 4 days, I'm right back, and I can actually feel that I'm back in that Midwest accent, Iowa, Minnesota type of accent, to where, but I just don't feel the Southern. I guess I've been here so long, I don't feel that Southern accent coming out. I don't know. Maybe I have it.
Yeah, I don't know. I catch myself sounding a little Midwestern, but then sometimes with work or people who anybody, I'll just throw out some Southern charm on them.
Yeah,
y'all and folks say that kind of shit, and that it really trips people up. And I'll say something like that at my job, and they're like, "Oh, you're really not from Minnesota, are you?" I was like, "Oh no,
no, not at all.
From Winnipeg,
Manitoba."
Yeah, from Manitoba.
But
but I can still hear the accent thick as hell from the people. Like big, that I'll never be able to understand that one.
And that's one. And it's one of the greatest things about moving into that area or meeting the love of your life and those type of words, because that's what you remember.
Oh yeah,
it's just certain words, and that's what we feed off of. And I'll never say big the same again, because that's how I'll always say it. Down here in the South, they look at you like, "What's that?"
Yeah,
I put it in the big. They have no idea what the fuck you're saying. But coming from her and coming from that area, yeah, it's beautiful.
And she'll make fun of us, and she'll say, "Yeah, you mean put it in a bag?"
Bag.
Yeah, like throw it in a bag. What's the other word? There's so many words, but usually it's around the A's. The A's are pronounced like E's up here, whereas down south the A's are pronounced like 3 A's.
Exactly.
Y'all, you get, what are you pouring in your Chubbsy?
Oh, and there is no letter I down here, and so this is what I've got. I mean, I know this is Beers with Brian, but I picked this little guy up just to try it out. It's the old Elijah Craig.
Oh, just trying it out, huh?
Just trying it out. Straight rye. And there's how much.
94. Nice.
Yes, no, it's a straight rye, and it's very good. Doesn't have too much of that that kick that a rye does, that heat on it. Doesn't have much of that at all. So it's a smoother rye.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable. So I would suggest, let's get into it right away. The old Elijah Craig, the Kentucky, it's just a straight rye whiskey.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It's 94 proof, 47% alcohol per volume. And I'll give this actually a damn full chub. We're not going off the rails, but we're going to give it a full chub if you're a bourbon drinker.
Now, once we get Blue Chew as a sponsor, then we're fully.
Then we're fully erect. But
yeah,
that's a good one.
Shout out Blue Chew. Come on the pod.
Yeah, come on. Join us.
Yeah.
But
get in the earth.
But no, all is good. All is good in this hood.
Hey, do you guys have any chewable pills I can use to change the complete length of my penis?
Oh yeah, we'll promise you.
Yeah.
Hey, You're gonna have about 3 extra inches on your dong.
Yeah, it'll morph. Trust us.
Trust us.
Yeah, trust me. I tried it in 2006. It went back inside my body.
Matter of fact, I have nothing but a pair of testicles right now. It
Both
works.
my testicles drew up. My blood pressure spiked.
Yeah. I'm spiking at 200 over 170 right now.
Yeah.
I have no penis, and my balls are down to my knees, and they weigh about 3 pounds each.
But man, I've had a hard on for 3.5 weeks.
Oh, dear Lord. You know what? We were talking before you fired up the old cameras.
Yeah.
And I said I had something to talk about. And I can't remember any of it right now.
Really?
Yeah, is that bad?
That's okay. I just opened up my beer, so.
No, I'm going to try to remember it as we go. But I think it was something that we were talking about beforehand. Maybe you can say something, a word, and it'll spike my memory, and then I'll go right into it. But can't remember it at all right now. Oh, whoa. Oh, I'll shut up. Let's go over there.
I've got a can the size of my dong, Chubbs.
Nice. Two-hander.
I mean, it almost is. I've never had it before. It is one of those big old thick boys. It's a crowler with a C. Have you ever heard of those?
A crowler? No.
Yeah, a growler is the glass one, right? The one that you spit dip in or whatever when it's empty, right? Because you're toothless from West Virginia or something.
Amen.
What's that not in cartoons? Isn't that what they use? Or is it a moonshine jug?
There's the old moonshine jug they actually played music in.
That's right.
That's what it was. Yeah, exactly.
All right, this one's called Grandma Shot Grandpa. Well, I was a young boy in the every Southern church I've ever been to. The way they sing things. Do you remember Amen? Preach it, brother.
Preach it, brother.
Oh, man, one of the best, for people who don't know, one of the best things that I can remember about. I mean, this is maybe sad for the church people out there, but going to church with Rickard, this fucking guy, he used to love it so much. He'd preach it, brother. He would just yell out to the preacher as he was preaching. And I took it and ran with it, obviously, because he just had one of those distinct voices that was very high pitched. But you looked over and you could just see his body jolt real quick whenever he said it, so you knew it was coming. Preach it.
And you got to explain to the people, man. This is old school Southern Baptist church.
Oh yeah, it's called
Old Southern Baptist, small church where they may use props, they may use this, but it's just old school.
Yeah,
to the earth type of preaching, and
everybody, people, maybe 100 people
stand up, lay your hands, all that type of stuff, and
yeah,
your boy right there was preaching it, brother.
Come on now, brother, preach. Preach, brother.
Yeah.
Primitive Baptist, you have to wash each other's feet.
There you go. Primitive Baptist, you have to wash each other's feet. Thank you,
and
my
you
queen.
drink real wine.
Real wine.
Whose feet, though?
You wash
Your
each
neighbor,
other. Your neighbor, who's ever
you.
beside you, you wash their feet.
Been there.
Bam. That's how primitive it is. That's
who washed your feet, Mom?
I was little, so no one washed my feet, but I watched my grandmother wash someone else's feet. Highway Baptist Church in Highway, North Carolina.
Highway, amen. Preach it, brother.
Wash my feet, brother.
We did not have a piano nor an organ, and they did not have air conditioning. It was funeral home fans only.
Amen, sister. Did you hear that? Funeral
I-
fans.
I did.
That's old school Baptist, primitive Baptist church right there. You're washing each other's feet.
Can you imagine that one guy's like water's been shut off in the house. I've been working in the field all day. Yesterday, last week, these dogs are going to be dropped. Yeah. Hey, look, yesterday I dropped a weight on my foot. Okay, it's going to look pretty gnarly. Yeah. It's not contagious. Don't worry.
I had the same old socks on for 4 days.
Yeah.
Good luck with that one.
Look at that. I got a hole in it. My toe's already ready for you. Kid I went to high school with used to go to a church where they played with snakes. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have seen that, but only on the YouTubes or on TV. That is another whole type of religion right there.
Yeah. I can describe him. He played football.
Yes.
He transferred after sophomore year to Virginia.
Fine. I know exactly who you're talking
about. Exactly who he is. So I don't know how true that is. That may not be true, but it came from his best friend at the time, came back to school the next Monday. Like the next day, it was like, dude, never going to church with him again. Throwing snakes around and shit. This is like,
I'd be right there with him, man. My big ass would have run up the church as soon as they fucking showed me a snake. I'm like, not about this shit. Snakes have nothing to do with religion. I'm gone.
Is it supposed? That's what I'm saying. Is the snake supposed to be like a sign of evil?
I have no idea.
Are they worshiping the reptile? I don't even know what to say. Let me see if I can give it a Lugal.
No, see, give it a Lugal. I have no idea what it's talking about, but you're talking about what Mom was talking about, the old primitive Baptist. They're using real wine. Even when I grew up, I grew up a Lutheran, and that's more common in the Midwest. Missouri Synod Lutheran, and we use real wine. So even the kids, after you got fucking went through catechism, you got baptized at damn 12, 13 years old, you're going out there to take communion. You get the wafer, motherfucker, you get real wine. At 13 at the fucking front of the church. Yeah, I go to church, Mom. Hells yeah, dogsy. So you were loving some real wine, Every other place, we went around was the old grape juice.
Yeah.
But
Mom, give me the keys. You're not driving home.
I got this, Mom.
You had too much of that communion wine. We got to go 2 blocks to our home.
Matthew, you really believe in the Lord? You took communion 7 times today. Yes, I did, mamas.
Yeah. Yeah, me and God good, you know what I'm saying?
Hells yeah, dogs.
Yeah, I even had to open a second bottle.
Yo, preach. Fill that bad boy up. That's what I'm
preach. This isn't bad, but do you have a Cabernet by chance? I'm looking for something a little more dry.
A little more dry, man.
A boysenberry on my palate.
Yeah. It's not good on the palate right here. The aroma is good. It's good on the nose, but the palate right on the back, it just hits too hard, preach. Talk to me. Hey,
and those wafers, man, they're made for kids. I brought me some Ritz crackers. Next thing you know, you're just bringing your own wine. Sitting in the back like, Matthew, to the front, please. No, I'm good. I'm good. Shoot.
No, hey, hold up. You're sitting there kneeling in front of the church. He's getting ready to bring it right to you. So hold on. There you go. Feed me this, preach. Feed me that. Amen.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's fucking hilarious.
Oh man. And the preacher just probably taking a few swigs before he comes out with it. He's like, some good stuff. Yeah, I think that's yeah. Maybe I think the Lord wanted me to have another one. I'm gonna have another one.
Yeah. Folks, we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Communion will commence after a brief 10-minute recess.
There's nobody going anywhere.
Yeah.
Did you see the preacher yesterday? His lips were stained red.
We talked about that from the bowling alley on the last damn pod. My preacher was the first one in the bowling alley. Had a toddy and a cheeseburger from old Riney.
Oh yeah,
He loved his drink.
the bowling alley. Yeah. See the title of that last one?
I did. That was awesome, man.
Going to the bowling alley.
We started off slow. I think we ended okay on that. Why in the fuck did I forget what I was going to talk about? I had a good one. I think we were going to roll with it.
It's probably because you got one shoe on. Holy shit. Did I send you the Happy Gilmore bloopers?
No, I think I sent you that.
Oh, yeah. That's
the
right.
Thing I sent you, and that was awesome, wasn't it?
That shit was so funny because that's just a movie that's like, I guess it's an old enough movie to where it's like, it's the one movie I never thought had bloopers.
Yeah, they never showed them. I'd never seen them before.
Yeah.
Look at my socks. Can you see my socks?
Yeah, if you can read this. Bring me another.
Bring more bourbon.
Oh, bring me bourbon. Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, now show both of them at the same time.
Ooh, that's hard in the old damn midsection. I'm gonna try. All right, we ready? Oh.
What kind of cherries? He's giving birth.
Here we go. Oh, man. Everybody got it?
Got it.
Oh. Woo.
Chubbs the acrobat.
Working on that core. Got to work on the core.
Mine socks don't say anything funny, but
Nana's the best. She always gives you some good socks. This is part of it. Why in the fuck can't I remember what I was going to talk about? That pisses me off, man.
It's okay. It's okay. The good thing is I don't have anything to talk about either.
All right, well, we'll just roll with it then.
All right, we'll just sit here.
But I'm very upset. I think it was going to be a good topic that we could have elaborated. Oh, you haven't talked about that. Have you talked about what the beer is yet?
No, we went on a roll with the preacher getting hammered.
You just compared that can to your dong is all you've done.
Yeah, what if he's up there having some wine? He's like, hey, and let dog. I mean, God.
Yeah, sorry about that, preach.
Yeah, he's like turning dyslexic. Oh man.
Hey, ho. What tie do you got over there, man? You got to talk. That's some good color. I like that one.
It's very heavy. Shocker, right? All right. Yeah. This is local, and I'm also another story. My job requires me to look at Google Maps a lot, and there are more towns that are like Big Lake or like whatever lake, Minnesota. There, because there's so many lakes. There's just towns named after Red Lake, Minnesota, or whatever. Moose Lake. This is the Moose Morning Haze New England IPA.
Ooh, look at the guy riding that motherfucker.
Oh, I didn't even notice him.
What's he thinking? You know, he's like, hey, where are we going, Moose?
Could you imagine riding a moose?
No. No, I couldn't.
Yeah, his name's Steve.
Yeah, oh yeah. Old Steve, the fucking moose rider.
Steve.
Like, hey, couldn't think of a name for his moose, so he just, hey, Moose, let's go make a beer.
Yeah, that's my moose. Moose.
Yeah.
But anyway, this
is our beer. This is my moose. Moose, This is our beer.
I heard that.
What?
Did you rip one on the pod?
I did a little rippy.
That's okay. It's okay. I've ripped about 6 times.
Nice.
I'm just surprised you can't hear it. Anyways, our hazy, juicy, smooth New England IPA made with Citra, Chinook, and Cascade hops. The reason I can read all those words is because it's the only beer I like. See, I'm now realizing this is the only beer that I do on the pod are these types of beer. Next time we'll have to do like an international episode.
A little international flavor, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, maybe a little Mexican beer, maybe a little Japanese beer. But anyways, this stuff is so I got a 25-ounce crowler. Doesn't have any stats on it.
Oh,
So,
nice.
7.6%.
That's nice.
And I think it is like 80. No, it's like 60 on the IBUs, the bitterness unit. So here, I've been sipping on it a little bit, but
Sipping on the scissor.
it's a great beer.
Oh, nice.
That's a full beer. I feel like I could eat some vanilla ice cream with it.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that odd? Like a beer float.
That would be odd, but it'd be awesome.
What do you think about a new business? Huh? Chubbs beer floats? No.
Beer floats by Wubsleton.
It's good. It's full Chubb for me. Full extended Chubb.
We're getting up there. That's a full Chubb. Very nice. Well, I'm gonna have to walk over to the old fridge over there to get my beer.
Walk over. I'll say what's up with the sponsor.
You got him?
Yeah.
You got him?
Yeah.
Right.
Folks, as a part of the podcast process, we're just gonna sit here until Chubbs gets back. I'm just kidding. I think he can hear me. Can you hear me, fucker? Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, good beer. Decent. Should fall over? I apologize for the awkward silence, folks. Hey, did you hear me at all?
Yeah, I could hear a little bit of it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see what beer's next for you.
So
Decent.
I've got to talk about, I don't know, I guess I've been doing a good job at my job. Oh, you can't see it. But anyway.
That may be good.
This mug, once it clears up, it was a gift to me from my last class. And you got to see it. It's freaking amazing. I trained some good people. They're good-hearted people. Oh, can you see it? Oh, no.
I know exactly what beer that is. I've had that. That is a beer there.
It's fucking fantastic, isn't it?
Look at that pour.
Look at that color. It's a beautiful nectar. Didn't think I would like it. And I only got it by mistake. And can I tell you that mistake?
Walked into the girls' bathroom.
Close, but no.
Oh.
So I think that's the mug. I don't even know. It may not be. But anyway, this is called popular company Samuel Adams, but it's the Cold Snap White Ale. I don't know if you've had that before. Obviously, you just said you did.
Yeah.
But
Good.
holy cow, fantastic. 12 ounces, 5.3 alcohol by volume, 10 IBUs. I don't know, is that good or bad?
That means it's not bitter.
Not bitter at all. That's fantastic. So unfiltered and lively, the crisp white ale gets a kick from a bright blend of smooth spring spices. So here you go. It's a good color. Love the color. Let's see what we got.
Smooth spring spices.
Oh, yeah. It's a very fucking light and refreshing ale. I mean, this gets you actually ready for the summer because it has that, even though it looks a little bit darker, it has that light crispiness of a shanty, the summer shanty that's kind of leading you into summertime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's great for the springtime, man. It's not really heavy. It's light. It has that just that crisp. Doesn't have a bad aftertaste, but has a good flow on every part of it. Hold on. Let me try it.
Flavor.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Let me see it again. Oh, yeah. Oh. I'm not rock hard, but that's a full chub right there. Beep, beep, beep.
Laser beam.
That's a chub with a
lightning bolt.
With a lightning bolt on the end. Yes, it is. It's a fantastic beer. Fantastic.
Nice, dude.
Yeah. So I'm big, Sam Adams has been up and down with me. The original to me is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Their Oktoberfest is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the one that I really, really liked, but I think right there, the old Cold Snap White Ale is probably going to go up into my favorites of the Sam Adams variety. That's a very good beer. Actually, one of guys that I work with, that's his favorite beer. And it fell into me by accident.
Sam Adams makes a good beer. I mean, I'm looking up the flavors now. I like the lager. The let's see, where was it? Cold Snap. Oh, that's what it was. The Jacko.
Oh yes, you always like that Halloween beer.
That was the first pumpkin beer I had, and I was like, "Holy shit, this pumpkin's not too shabby." It was nice. Cool. What's the other one though? So many of these.
Yeah, they make a lot of seasonal beers. I don't think I've had the old Halloween or pumpkin ale. I haven't had that one yet. But the original I've always kind of enjoyed.
Yeah.
And the old White Snap is bam. Probably my new favorite Sam Adams.
I mean, say they make a good beer. I didn't really care for the Porch Rocker. It's like a sour, peachy one.
Yeah, no.
But I mean, it's still a beer. I still drink it. It tasted more like a cider or something. But I got the answer on why snakes are a religious meaning.
All right, let's hear it.
You want to hear it? The symbol of a serpent or snake played important roles in the religious tradition and cultural life of ancient Greece, Egypt, Mesopotamia.
See?
The serpent was a symbol of evil power and chaos from the underworld, as well as a symbol of fertility, life, healing, and rebirth.
All right, so if they can handle that snake in church, that means that they're taking over evil. Is that what it means?
I guess so. But see, like, here's what apparently the Bible says it's a symbol of Satan. Like, so maybe they look at it as in like they can conquer the snake, conquer the chaotic evil, and then rebirth it into A flower? I don't fucking know. I don't know. That confused me more than that was before.
No, I liked where you're going with that rebirth stuff. I think
I think
you had it nailed right up until the end, where you floundered your words a little bit. But other than that,
I wanted to even pronounce it Chahos.
well, why wouldn't you?
Because it's chaos.
Shit.
That's when English doesn't make sense.
See,
C is right. CAOS. Chaos. So stupid. Let me ask you, Chelsea, because I think this is going to come out the night of the national championship game, the men's.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
have you watched any college basketball?
Yes, very little. Watched my Hawks get beat. Watched the Cyclones get beat. Watched just a couple of other games in between here and there, but not a bunch of it.
Yeah.
I love what the Final Four is this year. Not many people do. I love all those underdogs getting in there. That's fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
So at the last of it, I was hoping Creighton would get in because they're close to the old hometown, but they're playing San Diego State. I would love if both of them fucking got in, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, true. Did you? I saw an article that said because of the NIL deals, like players getting paid for their likeness, college choice doesn't matter anymore. So they just go to whatever's closer or like whatever's giving them the best offer. But that's why you see these talented players that have offers from like UNC, Duke, Kentucky, Kansas, go to places like San Diego State. And they're already getting paid. Why not be at the coast, or
wow, I didn't know that. That's a great point. I did not know that at all, man.
That was an article. I was like, holy shit, that makes so much sense to just like
like stay at home to get fucking paid. Shit, yeah.
Yeah. Why would I need to go across country? Well, I could do it here. But I mean,
that's a great point.
I agree. I like all the teams that are in it. I mean, I had Alabama winning it all, but what are you gonna do? One thing I won't bet on is fucking March Madness basketball.
You can't do it, man. You really can.
I don't know how people do that.
This year is the biggest prime example of, especially I think it goes to what you just said about big time players are staying close to home now because they're getting paid, and so that makes these other schools a hell of a lot more competitive to the Dukes and Carolinas and Kansases and stuff like that.
Right.
And when you get to the tournament, to them, it's just another fucking game, and they don't give a shit what's on your chest.
Yeah.
They're playing ball. It's as simple as that,
That cat from San Diego State's that big man. He's a monster.
Yeah, that's what I saw, man. The highlights I saw of him, that's going to be hard to stop.
Yeah. I don't know who Miami's still in it, right?
Yeah, Miami, San Diego State,
UConn,
and the other team.
Yeah. I don't know. I've watched so many games and I couldn't tell you who it is.
Well, listen.
I'll think of it.
You'll think of it, but the only Final Four I'm really caring about right now is the ladies. Are you kidding me? The greatest fucking college basketball player on the ladies' side in the country, Miss Caitlin Clark, leading the Hawkeyes to their first Final Four.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, she's the best player in the country. She's setting all these records. They're going up against the best fucking college team in the country as far as on the women's side.
Yeah.
Fuckers are what, 34-0, 33-0?
Yeah, South Carolina is.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
What better fucking setup for that is to take down that fucking giant.
Yeah.
So I was so excited for an Iowa program besides the wrestling program to fucking compete at a national level to where everybody's seeing how good this young lady is, because she's amazing. And I fucking kick myself for not paying attention to her earlier in her career.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's amazing. And so I cannot wait for Friday night when the Hawkeye upset number 1 South Carolina.
There you go. Yeah, I watched the last game.
Yeah.
41, 10, and 12.
She's a fucking beast.
She shot 8 of 13 from 3.
Yeah. I mean, and South Carolina, that's all they're going to damn concentrate on. They're going to fucking do everything they can defensively to stop her. I just don't know if it can be done.
No, I don't. And South Carolina's got some good players. Obviously, they're 34-0. They're playing the SEC. I mean, but yeah, I hope a good game. That's what I'll probably be doing, is watching a lot of basketball, because Lord knows I can't watch that fucking NBA. I can't.
It's the worst shit ever.
I've tried, and it's just like, is it the playoffs yet? No. Okay. Well, I'm just like the players. I don't give a shit about it.
That's the whole thing right there. You just named it, homie. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They want to take a couple games off. They're going to take a couple games off. They don't give 2 fucks anymore.
Yeah.
They don't care about the fucking fans that come to watch them. They don't care about their legacy. They don't care about their team and how their performance is going to help or hurt them. They don't give 2 shits.
How many points do I score?
They're just fucking a bunch of prima donnas anymore. They don't give a fuck about the true meaning of what the game is.
Yeah.
They care about their legacy, and I guess, or maybe they don't, whatever it is, because they don't mind taking a couple of games off. Well, all right, you take this game off, fucking Friday night. A father of 3 fucking spends a whole paycheck to fucking come see you on Friday night. And this cocksucker, because he's tired, takes a night off. And you fucking go to this Coliseum and you don't even get to see the best player on the team play.
Yeah.
Fuck the NBA, man. They're just a bunch, like I said, a bunch of prima donna, just a bunch of candy ass. They couldn't hang with fucking Jordan's nuts back in the day, I promise. And that motherfucker, look at all of his records. He played every game.
Yeah.
Every game. He never sat because he knew he's the best fucking player in the game, and that was his job, to go out there and do the best every night.
Yeah. Like, people are coming to watch the Bulls play, but they're coming to watch Michael Jordan play.
To watch him.
Yeah.
Lucky you got to see him.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I took you to that fucking. He was wearing 45. That hurt my heart, but you got to see him play. You probably don't even remember it, but we got to see him play in the Charlotte Coliseum.
I remember that there was a bee's or a hornet's nest near our seats because we were at the wall.
So it was that hornet they flew around to fucking drop off prizes and shit, and you weren't having any of it.
Oh, that's what it was?
That's what it was.
Whole time I thought there was a fucking hornet's nest in the
not a real hornet's nest. That's what Charlotte was. They were the Hornets.
No, I know it. They are currently the Hornets.
Yeah, well. Yeah. All they were doing was dropping prizes to us.
Oh.
And you're like, fuck no, Dad. Get that shit away from me.
Was I 5 years old? 3 years old?
Yeah, you were young. The trip was more for me than anybody.
Right.
Yeah, I just had to take you along so that Mom would be all right with it.
Was it just us too?
Yeah, it was just us. Tanner was way too young, and Jack wasn't around, so.
Oh, yeah.
He may have been asleep by the 4th quarter. Fuck, I don't know.
Yes. No, I just remember Jordan, they won 96-87.
There you go. I was like a little girl. Michael.
Michael! No, I like the Hornet. Go, Michael! Go, Michael!
Yeah, that's a fucking Hornet!
Who wants a T-shirt? No, you can't hit me anyways.
Yeah, it's a real Hornet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a real fucking Hornet.
Yeah.
Help me, Tom Cruise.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Yeah, but I don't really remember dominant. I mean, watching highlights, but yeah, Jordan. Kobe was my Jordan, or the Jordan of my era. He was. He was made in a lab as a recreation of Jordan.
He was the last of the fucking great ones.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, after him, because he was as close to Jordan as there was.
Yeah,
as close, if not right there, fucking A and 1A. Because Kobe could do it all. I mean, he was that motherfucker. He was the Black Mamba. He was so vicious, and he could take over a game just like Jordan could.
Yeah.
And then especially when he made it up with Shaq, and I mean that shit was just awesome to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But they were still playing basketball in those days. They were still, I'm driving the lane, I'm dishing, I'm bodying you up. Good luck to get in this lane. And they had to work to get that fucking basket. Motherfucker, these pussies anymore don't even do that shit.
Yeah, it's insane to me to look at a final score and it's 137, 134. I'm like, how many overtimes did that go into? Oh, it didn't.
None. Yeah. Yeah, but they were 16 of 74 from 3-point land. Oh, that's fun to watch.
Right.
But I just fuck him.
He misses a three. Hey, have you ever seen that? I think it was Iman Shumpert. You know that?
I remember. Yeah, I
played the NBA. He did this interview on like one of the first times he ever had to guard Kobe. Have you seen that interview?
I have not.
Oh my God, it's a great little story. But I may butcher it, but he basically goes, he's like, man, first 3 quarters, excuse me. He's like, first 3 quarters, I was in his head. I had like 6 steals. Kobe had like 12 points. Not because Iman Shumpert's game is defense. He was like in his prime, great defender. He could shoot a 3, but he's like, man, I know I had at least 2 steals a quarter, like 6 steals. I had probably 15 points. Kobe wasn't shooting very well, and I was in his head, right? He goes, I'm a young dude. It's my rookie year. So I'm like, man, I can't wait to call my brother. I'm going to tell my brother, man, I just shut Kobe down in the garden, because he's playing for the Knicks.
Yeah.
And he said, 4th quarter started. They came back onto the court, and Kobe goes to dap him up, and he goes, you played a great game, man. Kobe dropped 35 in the 4th or whatever it was, 30 points in the 4th. The Knicks lost by 12 or whatever. And Iman Shumpert's like, he goes, and I remember because I watched one of the games, watched the game. Because I remember this one play, Kobe was just like, you know how he did his pump fakes? He would just fake it. He'd just rise so quick, he'd just shoot it right over you before you jumped.
Yeah.
And Shumpert's telling the story. He goes, man, he came out in the 4th quarter, said, you played a great game, and dapped me up. And I was like, oh, shit. And he said, Kobe came down the court with the ball, and he, looked at Shumpert. He said he threw it off the fucking backboard, caught it with one hand, and Shumpert's like, what the fuck? Where's that guy been all game? I'll have to send you that link. That's a great little story.
Yeah, you need to. I would love to see that.
Hilarious because he's like, man, I had him 3 quarters. I was locking him up, and I was like, man, I can't believe I'm shutting Kobe down. This is Kobe Bryant. And Kobe just comes in, hey, man, he played a hell of a game. At the start of the 4th quarter.
all the great ones.
Yeah.
Know what they can do. I mean, and they can turn it on in the fucking that to me is how you fucking differentiate the great ones from the fucking basketball players,
Yeah. Now that I'm talking about it and I'm thinking about it, and we've talked basketball and stuff on the pod before, but I feel like Kobe was almost a carbon copy of Jordan. And I'm not trying to take anything away from LeBron, but LeBron is just so much bigger than everybody.
Yeah.
That is, it almost seems, and he's really good, but it almost just seems like, oh, it's LeBron. Yes. He's bigger, he's faster, he's stronger. He's just going to score. But, I mean, he's another one, the longevity. I mean,
But you got to give, exactly. You got to give LeBron his due. He is a great fucking player. Has been a great player for a long time.
One of the greatest.
He's one of the greatest. He really is. I can't take that away from him. He's he scored the most points in NBA history, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to be one of the greatest ever and not be able to do that.
Right.
But that goes with everything else. Everybody's going to take your whole mantra of a basketball player. All right, yeah, his offensive game is off the fucking chain. All right, how was he defensively? How many rings did he win? Blah, blah, blah. Then you're going to go down the list. And then once those points that he scored goes away, yeah, all right, he's the greatest point scorer ever. That's fantastic. The greatest to do it. All right. How many championships did he win? Well, he won 3. He's been to, 7?
No, he's got 4, but yeah, he's lost 7.
Nice. Yeah, so, all right. Well, he was good, but motherfucking one of the greatest ever would have fucking won every one of them. All right, how was he defensively? How many defensive players of the year did he win?
I don't know, 2, 1.
Well, Jordan won like fucking 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a whole, that's what us old school guys do. As a whole. Listen, we know you're the fucking greatest scorer ever.
Right.
And you should be. But could you, on your fucking shoulders, take whoever you have around you and make them into a championship fucking basketball team?
And see,
you can't.
That's where I may differ.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Talk to me.
Because that team, that Cleveland team that he won a title with, I mean, he had Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, but Kevin Love wasn't doing shit in Minnesota before he moved. Like yeah, sure, they made the playoffs. He had good numbers. Kyrie got drafted by Cleveland. I mean, they were 18 wins, and then drafted him, and then I mean, but
I'll give you that. That was a good point.
Team he fucking beat lost 9 games that year. The Warriors lost 9 games.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
73-9. They didn't. I mean, they didn't. They didn't lose 4 games quicker in that 82 span season than they did in the finals. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the days spread. Like,
oh yeah. I get what you're saying now.
Their nine losses happened like every 2-3 weeks.
Yeah,
they get a loss,
and that's a great point. So I didn't know that because I wasn't as in depth. So,
oh sure, but LeBron's like, look, I'll come back. I'm gonna win a title for us. But dude, that finals, because I watched every single, because that was like that motherfucker when he turned it on in that finals, LeBron.
Yeah,
there is nobody better.
I was one of the happiest persons to see that because I always love the underdog. I always love the folks that haven't been there before.
Yep.
Let's get your first.
Yeah.
And LeBron fucking did that for that city, his hometown, for that team. I loved it. I really did.
Yeah.
The only thing, and I guess I got not a hatred, but I got such a fucking.
You're old school.
Well, I got a prejudice against him because of the way he has acted out on the floor and the way he has carried himself as far as just playing to fucking and complaining and just pretending like he gets fouled in the game, falls to the floor. If he doesn't get the call, he bitches like a girl. It just drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And those are the types of things that he does nowadays that people like me, old school guys, that would compare him to, man, if you went up against fucking Lambeer back in the day, your fucking ass wouldn't have lasted. You'd be on the bench.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I mean. And so stuff like that. Listen, I cannot ever take away his talent and how good of a player he was, because you can't. He's proved that. He's one of the best that's ever played the game. But to me, I will still, and you're never, ever going to change my mind. I don't give a fuck 20 years from now if somebody named Michael Jordan goes out and duplicates Michael Jordan's numbers. Michael Jordan will still be the greatest fucking basketball player that's ever fucking lived.
The first Michael Jordan.
The first Michael Jordan, yes.
Yeah, not the second one that gets
Another
recreated.
second one.
Well, it sure is fucking Marcus Jordan.
Yeah, it's sure enough. But now fucking LeBron's got his boy coming up. What, Bronny's coming up? Is he good? I don't know.
You fucking kidding me, Chubbs?
I have no idea. I just saw the name and I heard he
Dude,
tried to do a dunk contest or whatever it was. I don't know.
he's a 6'4", 6'5" guard that can do it all, and his defense is his best. But
He's in high school?
yeah, he just played in the McDonald's All-American game.
Where's he going to college, or is he not?
They don't know yet. Well, he's got to do 1 year, but I don't know where. I'm assuming he'll go to some like UCLA, some
West Coast.
Yeah, I mean they live out in Los Angeles. I would assume that, but get a little broad in Iowa.
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. Give us 1 year, Bronny. Give us 1 year, baby. Put us on the map.
Be a Hawkeye for a year, Bronny.
God damn, we need some.
Hey, don't listen to the people. Winters aren't that bad.
Nah.
Hey, it's only bad if the wind's blowing.
we need some fucking color on that team. I swear to God. These white boys from Iowa, they fucking play okay, but that's all they play is okay.
That fucking team pisses me off so much, man.
They're the fucking best and they're the worst. Jesus Christ.
And you know what's insane is they shot like 15% from three and still only lost by 8.
That's what I mean.
You shot 33s and you made 6 of them.
Yeah.
And like
that's the problem. Just nobody of talent like Bronny. Nobody's ever gonna fucking go to Iowa. And that's our problem. We got to get a coach in there that's going to recruit from those types of that part of the country that's going to get you fucking some players. Instead of local talent is good, but local talent in Iowa is a lot fucking different than local talent in Chicago.
Yeah.
Local talent in the fucking West Coast, local talent fucking in the bigger fucking urban cities. You got to get the fucking players.
Yeah.
You're never going to do anything nationally or win a conference with your local players. I'm sorry. I'm fucking being real.
Yeah.
If I can be real, can I be real?
Hey, this is a real podcast.
You know, listen, you got to fucking get some color in there.
You know what's ironic?
You got to get players.
You know, what's ironic about that is you probably wouldn't know it because the state doesn't really claim it because obviously the state of hockey. There are so many good ball players that come out of Minnesota.
Yeah.
So many. They're right there. It's a 5-hour drive. That's all. They're close to home, but everybody's like, man, basketball's in the winter. How nice would it be to go to school in Miami?
Exactly. That's what happens, man. All your fucking real talent. If you got real talent and you're from fucking the state of Minnesota, Iowa, you go down to fucking Duke, Carolina, or you go down to fucking go even further south, Kentucky. Go to the big names. If you have a big name coming out of this small state, very rarely do we get that 5-star coming out of our home state.
So that's hopefully Casey's hometown store starts throwing out some NIL deals and gets some people in Iowa.
Give them some fucking coin, please.
Yeah, look, we're just gonna give you a deal, and then we'll just put corn on it. Okay, we'll pay you whatever percentage we make off of our corn sales. We'll pay you.
Because how many times were we sitting here? You're in high school, we're watching basketball, and you're, oh yeah, Dad, that guy for Carolina. Yeah, he's from Cedar Rapids.
Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's fucking 30 minutes from the campus of Iowa. He didn't go to Iowa?
Yeah.
That's what happens, you know? It's like, I'm not going to fucking do anything if I go to fucking University of Iowa. So, you know, unfortunately, you know, and I'm a diehard, so that's what it hurts so bad. Just like the football team, just like the basketball team. They are fucking stuck in mediocrity to where they are so happy to go 20-10 every year and lose in the first round of the fucking tournament. And the football team is happy to go fucking 8-4 and go to the goddamn Midas shit bowl and fucking be happy with it. It drives me fucking up a wall.
They have more Outback Bowl champions than anybody I know. I mean, that fucking team is either in the Citrus Bowl or they're in the fucking Outback.
Hey, they're either playing in Jacksonville or they're playing in Orlando.
Kirk Ferentz got a second home in both of them.
You goddamn right he does. It just fucking hurts.
He's like, no, we don't need a hotel. Players can stay at my house.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I got plenty of room.
Nah, I've had it for 20 years.
Yeah, I've had it for 20 years because I know we're not going to be better than 8-4.
Each seat I can make on this motherfucker now.
That's their new fucking name is the 8-4 Iowa Hawkeyes.
Yeah.
They do that at the beginning of the year.
Oh, my God.
It's the 8-4 Iowa Hawkeyes. Hold up. They haven't played a game. Oh, yeah. No, that's their new name.
No. That's – wait, who's at quarterback? Okay, it's 7-5.
Yeah, 7-5 then. Sorry.
Hey, still bowl eligible.
Yay.
Yeah. Hey, look, you may be able to go to the conference championship game.
Yeah.
You're supposed to play in it, but typically we don't show up.
That'll work out good.
Yeah.
Because you usually show up the best on the fucking biggest games, don't you, Kirk?
I swear, dude. I'm very interested to see what the Hawks do this year because of
they got a quarterback this year now.
They got a decent quarterback. I mean, he's not some known name. I mean, he can play. Then again, he played with NFL caliber receivers and tight ends and shit at Michigan. But I mean, look, that maybe you come into a program and I think he's trying to get pro ready. I think that's because the Hawks, run a pro offense. So
I know, but you can bring somebody in like that to make your fucking team around you a lot better. You bring in a good quarterback.
Receiver. Patriots couldn't do anything. I mean, he beat South Dakota fucking State 7-3.
He was a horrible fucking quarterback.
Wait, no, they won 10-6, and the defense scored the touchdown.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
He was the worst quarterback that I've ever seen come through fucking Iowa.
I think out of 263 quarterbacks, he was 263rd.
I know. He was fucking horrible, and they stuck with him. I mean, their backup sucked a dick too, but Jesus Christ, go to your third fucking.
He fucking transferred out too.
I know. That's what I mean. So, fuck it. Let's get a freshman. Let's get somebody out of damn. I don't know, you're going to get him from fucking Polk County, Iowa. So, get that corn-fed motherfucker ready. I don't know.
Hey.
Go out and get somebody. Jesus Christ. Get your recruiting team better. Go out to the whole country. Fucking recruit a goddamn athlete at quarterback. It's the last time that we were fucking in the damn Rose Bowl or the Orange Bowl. You had Brad Banks as quarterback. He's a fucking athlete and he could play. Go out and get you one. Our defense is always going to be good.
Yeah. Don't forget about Drew Tate, though.
Drew Tate, he was a bad motherfucker, too. He was.
That was just Brad Banks was before him, though, right?
Yeah.
Drew Tate was early 2000s. Banks was like 01, 02.
I went down to that fucking Orange Bowl.
I know. I'll never forget watching that fucking game, and then I'm just like,
dude, one of the greatest feelings I will ever have in my life was that fucking first kickoff. Because it's 75% Hawkeye fans in that stadium in Miami. I'm telling you, 75%, and I might be off a little bit because there may have been more. When that motherfucker ran that kickoff back, the whole stadium was shaking. I promise you, the whole stadium was shaking. And it was unbelievable. I was like, are you kidding me? There's this many Hawkeye fans shaking. And then fucking Carson Palmer just shut us up really quick.
Was that in Miami?
Yeah.
So was that at the Dolphin Stadium?
Yep.
Or their old one or whatever?
Yep. Their old stadium, it was.
Yeah, I remember watching that game and I was just like
75% Hawkeye fans there.
yeah.
And Carson Palmer tore us a fucking asshole. Like anybody's business. I mean, all we got was that first fucking kickoff for a touchdown. And
I know. Yeah.
It was brutal.
It's insane. Brad Banks played at Iowa 2001, 2002.
So it must have been 2002 that we went down there. God almighty, that was over 20 years ago.
Yeah, because so 2001, he was I'm on his Wikipedia page, 2001 Alamo Bowl champion.
Of course they were.
2002 AP College Football Player of the Year, Davey O'Brien Award, Big Ten Most Valuable, Big Ten Offensive Player, First Team Big Ten.
Let's look up his stats in the fucking Orange Bowl.
Hey, guess what their record was in that 01 fucking Alamo Bowl.
I'm gonna say 8-4.
6-5. Oh shit! Look up what the Orange Bowl.
Look up his stats in that Orange Bowl.
Did he? I didn't know he played in it. Did he play in it?
He did. He was probably like 7 for 22, 106 yards and two interceptions. That's my guess right off the top of his head.
Let's see.
What?
Let's try to find this shit here.
Yeah, fucking Beers of Brian podcast listeners. We're doing Iowa football nostalgia.
Well, I can't find shit, but let's see.
It was horrible.
Let's just try the 2002 Orange Bowl. No, that's not the right one.
Was it the 2001 Orange Bowl? Yeah, that might have happened right before New Year's. I don't know.
We're gonna look for it.
I know that was back in the day when my company was sponsoring it, and I got tickets to go into the fucking corporate tent. Free beer, free food, free everything. Hammered drunk before we went in the game.
Oh hell yeah!
Hammered drunk.
Oh, here it is. 2003. 2003 FedEx Orange Bowl. Yeah. Damn, we even had a better record than USC too. 75,000 there. Let's see. Let's find Brad Banks. Not very well. 15 at 36, 204, 1 touchdown.
That was close.
Carson, are you ready for this shit? Carson Palmer.
Yeah, I'm ready.
21 at 31, 303, and a touchdown.
Yeah, exactly right.
Did he not win Heisman that year, though?
Yeah, he did. I think.
Let's take a look. Let's take a fucking look. Drafted number 1 overall in 2003.
God, that was so brutal. But I'll remember that damn first kickoff for the rest of my life. I can see it as I'm sitting here right now to this day. With my boys to each of my side. We're on the end zone that they got kicked to. And
you're watching it, bro.
Yeah, and we saw them go all the way down. And then all we felt was the fucking stadium just, you could feel it shaking.
Yeah.
The crowd was going so crazy, man. That was amazing.
Well,
but that's the only fucking good memory I have from that trip.
They didn't get beat as bad as I remembered. It's 38-17 was the final.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 42-7. I thought that was the only point.
No, I think that last 10 points came late in the game. I guarantee it did, because it was fucking brutal.
Yeah, the last touchdown was Hawkeyes. So Yeah,
The only thing,
they're down 38.
yeah, the only thing more brutal was what Christian McCaffrey did to us. That cocksucker made us look like schoolboys.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know his stats because that shit was ridiculous.
Well, I'm glad you don't. I'm gonna look them up.
You're gonna look him up. Thank you.
This will be the last stat we'll look up here. Let's see. Stanford.
We will let the listeners of this podcast go to bed.
Versus Iowa Rose Bowl. 2016 Rose Bowl.
Holy shit, that was bad. I just remember every hole that he had, I could have run through.
Holy shit.
Oh, it was brutal, dude. Yeah, go ahead. Out loud.
45-16.
Go ahead. Christian McCaffrey stats, go.
18 carries, 172 yards, 1 touchdown.
Uh-huh.
Four,
Doesn't stop there, folks.
4 catches, 105 yards, 1 touchdown.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't stop there, folks. Go ahead, Brian.
No, wait, doesn't it?
Oh, no. I'm sure he had a fucking punt return or a kickoff return for a fucking touchdown.
Damn it. Hold on. Punt return.
I'm telling you, he alone.
Punt return. All right, so let's see. So Christian McCaffrey, 75-yard touchdown. There's 7. Holy shit, they went up 38-0. Punt return. So there's 14. Yeah, he scored 21 points.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's a bad man. That's why he's in the NFL.
Yeah. That's why he's doing what he's doing. He just was a man amongst boys out there. And looked like a boy himself, but nobody could catch him. Yeah.
Hey, he's no Akram Wadley, though. I'll tell you what.
I tell you what, man. Oh, I missed fucking my tell you what, man.
Hey, man, I tell you what, man.
Is he ever going to come back?
Who, Gruden?
Yeah.
No. Not after those emails.
Racist Melly Gibsons.
Yeah, racist Millie Gibsons. All right, dogs. You got anything else?
I don't. I am so sorry. I wish I could remember what I really wanted to talk about. And
As soon as we stop recording, you will.
All right. I know I will. And I really fucked up. But this is always a pleasure. Thank you for having me. I know people are going to enjoy this shit because they're going to remember all this shit I'm talking about. Promise.
Hopefully people enjoyed the beers. Hopefully people had beers with us.
Thank you.
I got to tell you, I don't know what's happening, but we're getting more views. So
Tell you what, man.
I tell you what, man. What you had? You had something you usually say?
Oh, yeah, hold on. Fuck Green Bay.